Hey, welcome Broken World Entertainment, and hot off the heels of the Acolyte getting cancelled, no season 2 coming for that show, and all the weirdos are having absolute meltdowns online and through TikTok and everything. You can find all the videos. Holy crap, it's a nightmare seeing these people lose it. But we may have even more good news, this time courtesy of Amazon Prime. No, relax. It's not the end of Rings of Power. It is in fact possibly the end of the Phoebe Waller-Bridge live-action Tomb Raider. Yet there's a suggestion that it's in doubt that this thing will ever actually happen. And it raises the question, is Hollywood starting to learn? Maybe, pandering isn't exactly earning us money or getting us subscriptions or anything like that. Maybe we should actually cater to people who are interested in these things and not identity politics and all that BS. But let's have a look at the article, because it's interesting who they also had planned to work on this show. So it says, the Phoebe Waller-Bridge live-action Tomb Raider series that is being developed for Amazon Prime Video is now in doubt. Even though back in May, Amazon officially announced it, a new report offers the Tomb Raider series may not happen. Puck News, which is run by the former editor of The Hollywood Reporter, writes in their report titled The Best and Worst Deals of Peak TV that people within the industry doubt the Phoebe Waller-Bridge Tomb Raider series will ever see the light of day. Many insiders placing bets on whether it will ever come to function, states the report. No additional information is known. So they're saying insiders who are within the industry are literally saying, oh yeah, they're not going to make that thing. There's no way they're going to actually pull the trigger and make that thing. But it continues anyway, saying the details of the Waller-Bridge Tomb Raider series include that Waller-Bridge has been set as writer and executive producer for the new series coming to Prime Video. The series is supposed to be written by Megan McDonnell, who is known for the Marvel's WandaVision and Marvel's upcoming Agatha series. With it also said, McDonnell is serving as story editor and consulting producer. Variety also previously reported on the hiring of McDonnell on Tomb Raider as a project that exemplifies the non-traditional approach he likes to bring to boilerplate formats, be they sitcoms or superhero tentpoles. That's everything you don't want to hear from someone. Phoebe Waller-Bridge also previously talked about discussing the look of Lara Croft in the writer's room. This is what she said. She had an attitude. She was very deliberate in what she wanted to do. That all changed when they realized they could market her to be a sex symbol. This is what Waller-Bridge said back in June, by the way. Waller-Bridge continued saying, she's a Tomb Raider, so she's incredibly fit. She has to squeeze through tiny rock crevices all the time. It is a difficult experience squeezing through a small rock crevice when you have larger boobs than if you have smaller boobs. So there you're straight away hearing, oh, we're going to completely change the look of Lara Croft. And then I like this, that it ends by saying this. Phoebe Waller-Bridge recently starred in Disney and Lucasfilm's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Disaster, which is one of the biggest flops of 2023 with a 143 million loss. Yeah, go again, pals. More like a $400 million loss. Likewise, McDonald's The Marvels is the biggest flop of 2023 as the flick lost Disney more than 200 million. So, yeah, you're seeing both these people that were hired to do this thing did nothing but disasters. Again, the fact that they're trying to say Indiana Jones only lost 143 million. No, it didn't. It lost up in the region of 400 million. As for the Marvels, yeah, it lost well over 200 million. But is this a sign that there's actually a bit of cop-on starting to happen in Hollywood? You know, Disney actually going against the grain, saying, you know, we've just hired this gay female writer, creator, in the former personal assistant of Harvey Weinstein, Leslie Helen, who cast a show filled with diversity, you know, black people, Asian people, non-binary people. They ran, you know, suggestive gay stories in there with lesbian witches, all this type of stuff. Catered to the modern audience as best as they possibly could. Do we really want to fire that person? And clearly someone with a bit of cop on in the room went, well, nobody watched the thing. We spent 180 million on it and no one watched it. It did worse than Andor, and nobody watched Andor. And they actually went, you're right, we should just cancel it, shouldn't we? There's no way we're pumping another 180 million into this thing. And they did. They cancelled it. And now we're getting news that it looks like it's quite possible that within Amazon, they're actually looking at each other going, do we really want to move forward with this thing? Since the day we announced it, it was getting ridiculed because of who we had involved. And then all you have to do is look at the two people who you're going to have writing the bloody thing. You're like, everything they've touched has turned to shit. Maybe this isn't a good idea. So Hollywood might actually be waking up. We're starting to see little bits of it here and there. We've been seeing little bits here and there for the last while, but now these kind of bigger things are starting to come in. If this thing gets scrapped, like, that's a massive signal that things are changing. The fact that the Acolyte was cancelled, that's a massive sign that things are changing. The fact that Deadpool and Wolverine is the biggest movie of the year financially is a great sign of things are changing. So let's see what happens with this. Hopefully it's scrapped, because sweet Jesus, nobody wants, absolutely nobody wants Phoebe Waller-Bridge near Lara Croft Tomb Raider. And I know for a fact, because I've seen the videos, the tweets and everything, I know one person is absolutely chuffed about this news. Shout out to Melanie Mack. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Let's get the channel to 2,000 subs. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.